everyone, it's Laura and I hope you're all doing well. So today I'm going to be making a back to school vegetarian recipe. And I thought it'd be fun to gear this recipe more towards older kids or teenagers who don't necessarily know their way around the kitchen, but who are trying to learn. Because I feel like there's a lot of information out there about younger kids and making recipes that appeal to them. And then there's also recipes for adults, but there's not really a whole lot for that in-between teenager section. And so today I'm going to gear this video towards more of my teenager friends out there, particularly those who are vegetarian or who are trying to incorporate more vegetarian options into their diet. And so this video is also a collab with Kelsey from Cooking is Fun. So she's also making a back to school video. So I'll put her link down below. So check out her video. Don't forget to subscribe to her channel. She's awesome. She comes out with new cooking videos every week. So make sure to check her out and let's get started. So what I love about this recipe is that a lot of these ingredients you more than likely already have in your pantry. And if you don't, it's super easy to substitute them for different ingredients. So these are the ingredients that I'm using, but feel free to substitute them with whatever you have. So the first thing you will need is some type of grain. So I'm using brown rice, and I actually got this microwavable brown rice. So it's super easy. You just pop this in the microwave for 90 seconds and it's done. If you don't have brown rice in your cupboard, if you have quinoa, couscous, pasta would even work if you have pasta noodles, any type of grain. So the next thing you will need is some type of bean. So I'm using black beans. You don't have to use black beans. You can use kidney beans, you can use chickpeas, you can use any type of lentil, and you also don't have to use dried. You can use canned. However, if you are using canned, then try and stick more towards the low sodium options and make sure to rinse them before you use them because we don't want it to be heavily densed with salt. Next, you will need some type of veggies. So I'm using corn, bell pepper, and onion, but you can use whatever you have in your fridge, whether it's broccoli, tomatoes, cucumber, whatever you want. And then for making the meat, which isn't really meat, you'll need some type of nuts. So I'm going to be using a blend of walnuts and pecans to make it super easy. And last but not least, you will need your spices. So I'm wanting my dish to be more of a Mexican style dish because I love Mexican spices and flavors. But you can use whatever you want. If you want it more to be a subtle flavoring, then you can use basil, oregano, you can put some lemon juice. Whatever flavors you tend to gravitate towards is the spices that you can use in this dish. If you like Mexican, then use the ones that I'm using.
So this is super easy. All you're going to do is put the nuts either in a high-speed blender or a food processor, and if you don't have either one of those, then you can always just cut them up really finely with a knife. This is where a lot of your protein's going to come from, along with the beans as well as your good fats.
Once you're done grinding up or finely chopping your nuts, then you're just going to add whatever seasonings you need. Typically when you're adding seasonings or herbs and spices and they're dried, which means they more than likely come in a container like this, then typically you'll use between half a teaspoon, a quarter teaspoon, or even an eighth of a teaspoon, depending on how spicy you want it, how flavorful you want it. So for these, I'm going to be using a quarter teaspoon of each. And for those of y'all who haven't spent a lot of time in the kitchen, kind of a nutrition or a cooking 101 is to just add a little bit at a time, particularly when it comes to using spicy flavors. So whereas I may use a quarter teaspoon of cayenne pepper, you may not like the kick as much, so just add a little bit, stir it up, try it, determine if it needs a little bit more or if it's good to go. So what I love about this recipe is that if you're not at the stage to where your parents trust you to cook in the kitchen, then in terms of the vegetables, you can always just leave them raw. So you can use vegetables that are tasty raw, like red bell pepper, green bell pepper, corn is actually good raw. Carrots are good raw, broccoli is good raw. But if you are someone whose parents do allow you, then you can always put the vegetables on top of the stovetop with some olive oil, or you can put them in some water, put them in the microwave, and allow them to steam. Today, I'm going to be putting them on the stovetop with a little bit of olive oil. So once your veggies are done, whether you chose to cook them or just chop them up, the next is time to make the beans. And so making dried beans can actually be kind of tricky if you're someone who hasn't done it in the past.
So probably the most obvious recommendation is to follow the instructions on the package. My biggest recommendation is to keep an eye on it because it's actually super easy to burn beans, so just keep an eye on it. So next are the grains. So if you're buying the microwavable grains like I did, it's super easy. All you do is you open the bag about an inch and then you put it in the microwave for 90 seconds. So literally it's easy as just combining all the ingredients together. If you want specific servings, I'm going to leave that down below. I hope this video helped you out. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to ask me. Don't forget to shoot over to Kelsey's channel, Cooking is Fun. Check out her videos, subscribe to her channel, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.